Well, hey there, and welcome back to Meaningful Moments with May, and I am your hostess, Mai Calev. Today's episode is going to be a special one. It's a chance for us to pause, reflect, and take the opportunity to take a gentle look back at everything we've explored together so far. We've taken a deep journey through self-doubt, inner criticism, self-trust, fear, and creating a roadmap back to our true authentic selves. This episode is going to be your warm, grounding recap, something that you can return to anytime you want to recenter or remind yourself how far you've come. So let's take a deep grounding, deep breath in together. Let's dive in. We began our journey by uncovering one of the most common experiences that we all share: self-doubt. We explored how self-doubt often forms in environments where we weren't encouraged to trust our instincts. We learned to seek other people's approval before taking action. Our mistakes were met with criticism rather than support, or we were taught to play small to stay safe. What we learned in that episode is that self-doubt isn't a flaw, it's a protective pattern, a pattern your mind created to keep you safe. And once you understand where it came from, you can begin to rewrite the narrative of your story. Then we met the inner critic, an often loud, harsh, inside voice that tries to keep us in line through fear, guilt, or constant apology. But here's also what we uncovered: that your inner critic isn't your enemy. It's a wounded protector, a part of you that learned to speak harshly because it believed criticism would keep you from making mistakes or being rejected or being criticized by others. We learned how to separate the inner critic's voice from your true voice. And we learned how to respond with compassion rather than fear. We learned how to replace automatic apologies with grounded self-awareness, and we learned how to create inner boundaries that quiet the harshness. And we learned that when you begin to befriend this part of yourself, its grip loosens. Sometimes it dissolves, and your inner voice becomes kinder, clearer, and more aligned with your true authentic self. And once we softened the inner critic, we stepped into one of the most transformative topics: self-trust. We explored how self-trust is built through listening to your intuition, your inner guidance and truth, honoring your needs, allowing yourself to make mistakes, and showing yourself that you can depend on you. We practiced small acts of trust, what I call micro trust moments, like checking in with your own yes or no before acting or validating your own feelings, before seeking measured, reassurance outside of you. And we realized something powerful. Self-trust grows when you choose yourself, even in small ways. Tiny baby steps will get you to the top of the mountain, but it's your job to take the step. Then we took self-trust even deeper by creating your personalized self-trust roadmap. We talked about the pillar of self-trust, the three of them, which is inner safety: I am safe with myself; inner truth: I can hear what I want and what I feel; and inner reliability: I follow through on what matters to me. There's several other pillars, but those were the three we covered. You begin identifying areas where trust felt strong, areas where it felt fragile, and you created tiny, doable promises to yourself that build reliability over time. And your roadmap is not a rigid, set in stone plan. It's a living, breathing guide that grows with you. It's very fluid. As you grow and elevate, so will your self-trust roadmap. And finally, we explored fear, one of the biggest hurdles on the path to self-trust, love, and abundance. We learned that fear often shows up when we're stepping into something new, something bigger, something aligned. It tells us, no, stay safe, stay small, don't risk rejection, or don't risk being disappointed. But here's what we discovered together. Fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal that you're expanding and growing. And we learned the first step to abundance is learning how to walk alongside fear, hand in hand, without letting it lead the way. We practice naming the fear, validating the fear, and then choosing aligned action anyway. And we also learned that fear energy or love and abundance energy are both the same coin on opposite sides. And we learned that fear energy can be constrictive energy, while love and abundance energies are expansive. These energies excite you and give you the feeling of more life. So each step you take with fear beside you, hand in hand, not in front of you, leading the way, is a step to take toward love or abundance. When you put all of these episodes side by side, a powerful story emerges. You understood your self-doubt. You befriended your inner critic. You began rebuilding trust from within. You created your self-trust roadmap. And you learned to move through fear into expansive energy and transmute fear energy. This is not just the series. This is the arc of your healing. You're remembering. It's your return home to your true authentic self. And you've already come so far. So let's take a moment, place a hand on your heart if you're able, and ask yourself, what feels different in me now compared to when I first started this journey? Where have I grown? What am I most proud of, even if it's small? And let your inner voice answer those questions softly. And these answers matter more than you know. And then celebrate yourself with love and acceptance. So to support you in continuing this work, I'm offering 2 ways to go deeper with me. You can watch the free webinar replay from self-doubt to self-trust, or you can join my upcoming class, which is scheduled to start on 1/26/26, for a deeper, immersive, guided experience in stepping into your most powerful you. Both links are referenced in the show notes, and you're welcome to choose whichever feels right for you right now. I would love to meet you there. So thank you for joining me on this recap of Meaningful Moments with May. And thank you for being a part of this journey. And if you've enjoyed taking this journey with me, please share it with others who need to hear the message. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me to get found by the people who need the information most. And remember, you're growing more than you realize. And each step, no matter how small, is a step toward coming home to your true authentic self. Until next time, I'm Mai Calev, and I'm always, always rooting for you. Bye for now.